Hey Aries, welcome to your monthly reading for April 2023. My name is Johanna. Welcome to Tenacious Soul. We're going to go through some general messages here for you guys for the month. So take what resonates, obviously leave the rest. You can check out your sun, your moon, your rising sign. Also, happy birthday. So we have the Rose of Venus. We also have Healing is Happening. So it says, you are not broken. Trust the process. It's safe to soften. And we also have alignment, flow, right relationship, and harmony. So it's interesting because it's like healing is asking you to kind of soften your energy, and the Rose of Venus would indicate like feminine energy. So some of you might be kind of trying to force things, if you like, maybe because you're trying to kind of control, you want things to happen or you're wanting things to show up and you might feel like they're not. I feel like what you're looking for is going to show up here for you. The right thing at the right time will show up. We also have beauty here. So again, more of that like feminine, but then we have this power energy with the dragon, which is definitely more of a masculine tone. Let's see. I almost feel like this is like a little bit of like balancing out the masculine and the feminine energies here. We have number 19 here, which this is the Tower, which is not the same. This is Lenormand deck, so this is not the same as a tarot. So it says this, it says vision. This is the house of getting the bigger picture, being aware of what's going on in your life and the neighborhood as a whole. It is the world of seeing beyond the obvious. So it's almost like a bird's eye view. And I almost feel like that's a little bit of even this softening energy, like just taking a step back. We have the dog here at the bottom of the deck, which talks about codependency. It says this is the house of need and being needed in return. This is a strong emphasis on loyalty and responsibility. This card here will show you where you can most find trustworthy support. So I feel like you have a lot of power. I mean, you are Aries, right? So you are that strong fire sign energy. I feel like though there's this sense of healing or balancing out the masculine and the feminine sides of yourself, kind of being more in flow, taking a bird's eye view in order to really harness your power. Because I almost feel like you're maybe forcing things and giving your power away to certain situations or maybe even a person. So this is like trusting that the right things will show up at the right time for you and not just enjoying the moment, enjoying the beauty. But also there's an aspect of like trusting yourself and knowing that you are powerful yourself. So let's see what the tarot has. Definitely could be highlighting a love relationship here with this Rose of Venus. What's going on for Aries here in April 2023? What's going on for Aries, please? Look at that, the Emperor. There you are in all your power. Yeah, I feel like you're in this like really bold stance here. We also have the King of Swords, we have the Ace of Pentacles, and we have the Two of Swords. So you're definitely in control here. Both the Emperor and the King of Swords give me this energy of control. But I almost feel like you could be trying to be too controlling, or you're mentally really trying to figure it all out instead of just letting things kind of flow naturally. The bottom of the deck, we have the King of Pentacles. So this could definitely have to do with like your finances or your stability in life and just how just your day-to-day and how much control you feel you have. I just feel like maybe you're holding on too tightly to something where with this Two of Swords, it's like, yes, you may have to make a decision, you may have to figure things out, but there's this Two of Swords also indicates like making sure that you're listening to your intuition as well, right? Going within to figure things out rather than looking external or outside for the answers, right? So there's this sense of And it's interesting too, because I was mentioning like looking at something from a bigger perspective or a bird's eye view. And with this Two of Swords, like she's got a blindfold on. She can't see what's in front of her, let alone from the bigger picture, right? So I almost feel like there's a need to kind of expand your thoughts somehow. Let's clarify this Two of Swords and see. Yeah, Seven of Swords, and we have the Five of Cups. Seven of Swords is a card talking about keeping things hidden or pulling your energy back. For some of you, there's something here with this Five of Cups that's maybe been distracting you or consuming you. There could also be this sense of like feeling not wanting to be taken advantage of or not wanting to be led down the wrong path here. Yeah, we have the Nine of Wands. I don't know if this is like something you've experienced in the past. Feeling like you've lost things or you are losing or you're just not winning at something, right? This sense of, I don't know, just like you put your faith into something and it maybe didn't work out. And so that could be what's maybe having you want to control things, right? Usually, I mean, that's a natural response, right? When things don't work the way that we want them to, we naturally kind of like try to tighten our grip on them, right? But that actually creates more resistance, even though it feels like the safe thing for us to do. What's the Ace of Pentacles here? Yeah, Eight of Wands. I feel you have a really positive opportunity to move forward with something here. And again, I feel like this is in flow with you. It's like whether this is an idea that you have or it's an opportunity that you have or that you're an opportunity that you're creating for yourself, like it's in alignment with you. It is in the right, I think it's just like letting it play out the way it needs to play out rather than trying to control the situation here. Clarify the Emperor. You could even be trying to control it by like strategizing and having it exactly mapped out in order to make sure that there is no disappointment or loss. Like you really want this to work out. And so you're trying to control and really make sure that you have like analytically it all figured out. But it's almost like there's not enough space for something to really flow or grow here. And I think that's what it's asking you to do, is not that you don't have a plan or don't have a strategy or don't try to go about it the way you're going about it, but creating space for this more feminine aspect for something to nurture and flourish and grow, right? Clarify the Emperor for Aries. Yeah, Strength. It's interesting too, because the Strength card talks about control, but it's a more feminine aspect of control. It's a soft control. So it's more gentle in its approach. So again, it's not that you don't have control over the situation or that you, again, don't go about it the way that you are wanting to go about it. But it's like, how can we harness your power and harness your sense of leadership and power that you do have, but also allow whatever this is, this opportunity to flourish at the same time. It almost just feels like you maybe have your grip a little too tight on something. So it's like, how can we still have a grip on it, but loosen it up a little bit so that there's a little bit more freedom, right? And this could be even just taking a step back and viewing things from a bigger perspective, right? To allow you to change maybe how you're viewing something or how you're seeing something, or maybe allow you to see something a little bit more clearly than maybe you are right now. I feel like you've got something really beautiful though, something really good here to move with. I think you know this. But it's like, yeah, it's almost just like, how can we loosen up the reins just a little bit? But with Judgment at the bottom of the deck, like I feel like you're on the right path. You're definitely answering this call here and you're ready for this. You just have to allow it to flow a little more. Let's get the advice for Aries. What is the advice for Aries here for April? What is the advice for Aries, please. We have the Six of Wands. What is the advice? We have the Knight of Pentacles. And we have the Three of Swords. I almost feel like this is like not letting your ego get in the way. And I don't mean that in like you're being egotistical. I don't mean it in that sense. It's like not letting your pride get in your way. So if things aren't working out for you, or it's like sticking to the process, even if you feel like things aren't maybe happening in the way that you want. It's kind of the sense of like pushing through and not letting yourself hold yourself back. Just if things are going on, or things are again, like just not working the way that you want, or it's like if you're pushing to get something to work a certain way and it's not working, like again, just kind of that taking a step back. And it doesn't mean you change your path. It doesn't mean you change your process, but it's like maybe you change how you go about getting to that same goal. I feel like there's a little bit of like a stubbornness here. And so it's like go in the direction that is bringing success, but if it's not bringing success anymore, then we might have to like find another way to go about it. And that's where I feel like that softening energy of like being open to a different perspective, or being open to a different way of doing something. It doesn't mean you're giving up control or giving up your power in this situation. It just means that you're allowing a little bit more flow and a little bit more adaptability. That's kind of what it feels like. It's like, how can we adapt? How can we, rather than trying to force everything down the same direction that it was going before. Let's get a final message here for you from the Secret Garden. Yeah, we have surprises. Venture down the rabbit hole. So if something else pops up here, or again, a way to do something pops up that's different, allow yourself to explore that. It's kind of giving me this sense of like square peg, round hole, you know, like don't keep trying to force something that's maybe not working. Even if it worked at one point, it's like you might just have to adapt and change things here. And then we also have success, bloom wherever you are planted. So you can have success in this situation. I feel like there's a very powerful energy here, and you're on the right path. I think it's just about not getting in your own way, right? And sometimes when I'm a fire sign, so I get it. So it's like sometimes when we kind of force things or keep trying to make something work when it's clearly not working, it's kind of like self-sabotage in a way, right? Rather than being open to the change. Doesn't mean you have to give up what you're trying to go after, but it might mean that we just have to shift the way they're going about it, if that makes sense. So hopefully that resonates. Hopefully that's helpful. Let me know down below. If not, you can check out any of your other signs, but I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.